Hello viewers, how are you? Today I'm going to talk about Canadian immigration system and explain you how simple it is to immigrate to Canada if you fulfill certain requirements. There are various programs to immigrate into Canada. One well-known program is Express Entry Program or for skilled workers. There's another program is for provincial nominees where provinces nominate some of the candidates if they have a specific skill that is needed by the province. Another program is Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, where employers who are designated employers can offer jobs to non-Canadians living in Canada or living overseas. Other program is Rural and Northern Immigration Program, which is also for specific people. Self-employed, if you are a business person, you can come here as on a business visa, and what are the requirements, we'll explain those too. Agri-food pilot program, and also startup visas program, in which there is a joint venture and a businessman can have jointly start a business with the Canadian companies. Family sponsorship program, caregivers program, and finally as refugees. Although this is a broad topic, so we'll only focus on to skilled workers program, provincial nominees, and Atlantic immigration pilot program. All right, so if once you have decided that you want to immigrate to Canada, the first and most popular program is skilled workers program, that is an express entry program. It's a very simple steps. The first step to get qualified under the skilled workers program is you have to go to the Citizenship and Immigration Canada website, and the description is in the at the bottom of this video. You have to go and open up that website, and there is first step. You have to answer a few questions to see if you meet the minimum requirements. So there will be a number of questions, for example, nationality, age, your language ability, if you have any family member in Canada already, what is your education level, you have a high school, college, university, or PhD, whatever you have, and also what kind of work you have done and how much experience you have. You would have at least to have at least 2 years of experience to get qualified. And also if you have a job offer from Canada already arranged a job for you, or if you don't have a job offer. So based on those questions, Immigration Canada will decide that are you able to migrate to Canada, or is your application be successful in Canada or not. Once you have done that, then the next step would be you will be asked to submit your documents, your education documents, your experience, your English documents. If you have done any English test, that will also be needed there. And if that thing is ready, then the Immigration Canada will ask you to check your score and submit your profile. How do they make your score? It's all based on the factors that I explained to you right now about your age, education, experience, kind of job you want to do in Canada. So based on that, there will be a detailed your score. Score, I'll explain at the end of this video how do they calculate the score. There are different ages. If you are young, below the age of 18, you get no score for your age, but if you are between the 20 and 29 years of age, you get the maximum score for age, for example. So these are the reasons. That's how you would go. After that, once you have done all these things, and if your score is good enough and that you meet the cutoff point, Immigration Canada will invite you to apply for permanent residence. And if your application is approved, you will be called for an interview. The interview can be anywhere in the world. It can be either in Canada or outside of Canada. Okay, so second program is known as the Provincial Nominee Program. This is an important program because if you've been nominated by the provinces, by any of the provinces there, then you get a lot of points, and that adds to your skilled worker profile. So this provincial program is for workers who have the skills and education and work experience to contribute to the economy of a specific province or territory. So, and they want to live in that province, the province that nominate those people. And after that, they want to become a permanent resident. So there are two ways to apply. The first way is simple, that you contact the province or territory directly and apply for a nomination under an express entry stream. So if that's the way, you should send your documents, everything to that province, and if that province nominates you, then you mention in your skill program uh, profile that you have been nominated by a province. Or if you don't have, if you have not contacted the province, but to happen that if you are applying through the skill program, in the express entry profile you can create your program and say that, yeah, you are interested in a provincial nomination, and in that way you can also get nominated. So the point is that each province and territory has its own streams for immigration program, and they have their own certain targets that they need some specific skills from people. So each province has a different category to nominate a candidate. In a program stream, provinces and territories target students. For example, if there are students who are doing a master's degree or doing a professional degree in Canada, provinces can nominate them. There are certain business skills, the business for business people. If they want to come to Canada, and they can contact the province, and if the province is interested in their business skills, province will accept them and nominate them. Or certain skilled workers who are uh, those whose skills are in demand in the province can nominate them. Or even the trades or the semi-skilled people can also be nominated by the provinces. So the system is simple, but once you get nominated, that adds a lot to your profile, and after that it's almost guaranteed that you get a Canadian immigration. The Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program is for the provinces of Atlantic region. These provinces are New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. So the employer of these provinces, they can hire a qualified person from Canada or from overseas if they need that specific skills. However, this program has certain requirements. The first requirement is that known as Atlantic International Graduate Program. Under this program, if an employer is hiring someone or giving a job offer, the person should have at least a degree or diploma from Canada, and doesn't matter if he has experience or if he doesn't have experience. So under that program, that person can be hired by the employers. Second requirement is the Atlantic High Skill Program. The person who they can hire should be a very highly skilled managerial skills, and he had been working in for at least 1,560 hours in the last 3 years, and they should have at least a Canadian high school certificate. The third requirement of the program is Atlantic Intermediate Skill Program. So if the person who is have a very specific trade skill that is needed by the employer, then that person can also be offered a job, but he should have an experience in that job, and he should have at least a high school certificate from somewhere, from his own country or from Canada or from anywhere else. So that's how it is. But one thing that is very important here to important for the employer, it could not be any employer who can offer you a job. The employer has to be designated by the program, by the government of Canada, and also that business should be in good standing, have never declared any bankruptcy or anything like that in the past, or the program has to be in the employer has to be in good standing. So these are the requirements. So if you can get into this job offer from Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, after working here, you will be allowed to apply for permanent resident. Okay, so now we finally reached to our final scorecard, and if you are interested in applying for Canadian immigration, you should check your scorecard. Uh, Age, you can see if you are young, between the age of 20 29, you get a maximum point, which is 100. Level of education, if you have a university education and a master's degree or or professional degree, you get maximum point. And if you have official language proficiency like English or French, you have a good IELTS score or TOEFL score, you get maximum point for that. You have Canadian work experience, you get another 70 points. And if your spouse is coming to you and she has also education and work experience and language efficiency, you get extra about 50, 40, 50 extra points. Uh, Here I want to say one thing, that even if your spouse is not coming and she is already in Canada, she is a permanent resident or something, you still get those points, and if she qualifies for those numbers. So you get whether your spouse is in Canada or illegally in Canada, or she is coming with you, you get extra points for your spouse. Education with official language, you get 50 points. And then if you have a school certificate or foreign experience, you get another 50 points with for that. If you have siblings living in Canada, your brother, sister, uncle, or aunts, or any other family member, you get another 15 points. If you know French and you have done some French tests and you can prove that you have French skills, you get another 30 points. And if you have post-secondary education, like after school, if you have done some education in Canada, you get additional 30 points. So if you add those maximum possible score for all those skills and qualities you have, your maximum is 675 points. Suppose you get 675, all of them, all points, although the points would be different. It could go from 400, 450, 500, 550, whatever. But suppose you got 675, but you don't have arranged employment in Canada, or have you not been nominated by the provinces, then you are missing 800 points. So although your case is very strong, you have 675 points, but your case is not as strong as the others who have arranged employment. So for arranged employment, if you can get Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program and get a job offer, or if you have obtained a nomination from one of the provinces in Canada. Of course, 600 points for nomination and 200 points for arranged employment add a lot in your total score, and your score jumps from 675 to 1475. So I would suggest that if you are interested in Canadian immigration, try to get your marks as much as you can. If you are young enough and you can afford, why not try to get admission in some of Canadian universities or colleges, and come in Canada, study here, gain experience, and then apply for immigration. So I hope you like it. I'm not an immigration consultant, but that's how I got into Canadian immigration system, and all the information is available on Immigration and Citizenship Canada website, and the link is at the description. Have a good day.